揽投资国内专业的互联网理财平台，收益超银行活期数倍，已为众多用户带来丰厚收益。揽投资理财新选择。广东以色列理工学院以理工教育和科技创新为核心目标，这与以色列理工学院本校的创新基因一脉相承。有着103年建校历史的以色列理工学院，在工业工程、科技创新等领域处于全球领先水平，其创新精神和创业能力亦为外界称道。不久前，财新记者远赴以色列，专访了以色列理工学院校长佩里斯拉维及副校长保罗费恩，探寻以色列理工学院成就背后的创新教育秘籍。
犹太民族极其重视教育，以色列人均所拥有教授的数量全球第一，每4500人当中就有一个教授，而每万人所拥有工程师140人，也是世界第一位。我身后所在的这所大学以色列理工学院 Technion 就曾经在历史上提供了以色列90%的工程师，而它现在仍然是最重要的一所理工院校。
The cornerstone was laid in 1912. The Technion opened its gates. The first class started in 1924, because in the 12 years between the cornerstone laying ceremony and opening the class was First World War. Yes. So after the end of the war, the building was have to be rebuilt. And in 1924, we opened the gates with the first class, 17 students. And most of the students were engineers. At that time, we were engineering school.
Yeah, and we see some material says the Technion provide more than 80% engineers for the country.
For many years, we were almost a monopoly because there was no other engineering school. So most of the engineers, even 90%, were Technion graduates. This changed in the last 20 years when 2 more universities now have engineering schools, Tel Aviv University and Ben Gurion University, but still the majority of engineers are educated in the Technion up to this day, up to the present.
Yeah, speaking of GTI, I think that's a very interesting project. Technion cooperate with the Chinese university. Yes. How could you choose Shantou University to cooperate with?
Well, you know, it all started with a very wise, clever, and successful Chinese man. His name is Mr. Li Caixin. Mr. Li Caixin is a unique person, and I must say I admire him because of his the way he thinks, the way he believes that education is the key to the future, both the personal future of people and the future of nations. And we didn't know about Shantou University. And one day we had a delegation on campus from the Li Caixin Foundation. They spent 2 days in the Technion. And then I was invited to Hong Kong to meet Mr. Li. And I went with my wife and we had lunch with him. And he told me about his dream to have a reform university in China. I'd like you to open a branch in China, a Technion branch in China. I came back to the Technion and we started discussions, and we decided to take this challenge.
The education system, the ecosystem are totally different from Technion. So there, you must worry, there must be some conflicts.
What we would like to have in China is not just another university. We are looking to have an elite university, a university that can really influence the Chinese educational system. The Technion now is among the top 50 universities of its kind in the world. And we have enormous reputation of being pioneers of a university that changed the ecosystem of its environment. We would like GTIIT to do the same in China. So in addition to pure academic research and teaching, we would like to bring some of the Israeli spirit to China, spirit of innovation, of creativity. You know, we have in Hebrew a word that I don't know if there is an equivalent in Chinese. It's called chutzpah. The Hebrew word chutzpah is challenging, sometimes in a rude way, is challenging authorities. I mean, you have to dare. You have to doubt. You don't have to agree with your professor all the time if you believe that you are right. You can take upon yourself missions that others think are too big for you. This is chutzpah. How a small country with 8 million people have now almost 10 Nobel laureates that were educated here, thinking outside the box. So we would like to bring this spirit with us to China. We'd like to educate the Chinese students with the Israeli spirit, how to be creative, how to be daring, how to take upon themselves national missions and challenges.
We can see that both Mr. Li and the Technion would like to bring some change to China.
Yes.
So what kind of problems are you tackling? And will it be too late to start the change in the university level rather than in primary levels? Will there be any gaps between the students because they get trained in the traditional education system?
Well, I must say that based on our experience here with the Chinese students, they are excellent students. Excellent students. Very good students.
Academically?
Academically, yes.
And how about their creativity?
I believe that we ignite in them creativity and need of achievement and daring. They will continue to do research. I believe we can do it in China. I visited some high schools, excellent schools. What we need is to ignite in these students confidence in themselves and to put goal. And I'm sure that they can thrive. So we plan to provide them with both formal and informal education about creativity, about innovation, how to open startups, how to be on your own feet. You know, around the Technion, 15 minutes drive, you find every multinational corporation. Apple and Yahoo and Google and Qualcomm and Broadcom and HP and IBM and Microsoft, all of them are here because they rely on our students. And our students, even while studying in the Technion, spend some time in these headquarters, gaining experience, and then open their own startups. So there are more than 4,000 startups in Israel now. I did a survey on Technion graduates in the last 20 years. And we asked a company to identify for us every company that was founded by Technion graduates in the last 20 years. And we found out that there are close to 2,000 companies that were founded by Technion graduates in the last 20 years. This is the backbone of the Israeli high-tech. One graduate started 29 companies. So this is the spirit that we would like to bring to China. And we plan also to have a technological part to bring Israeli companies that will work together with the academia. We can do it.